You ever see something so weird looking that your brain instantly goes, "Yep, that thing was 100% built by the government"? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving straight into one of the strangest, sneakiest, and most groundbreaking aircraft the US ever put in the sky, the F-117 Nighthawk. This jet didn't just look like it came out of a sci-fi movie. It changed warfare. So picture this. It's the late 1970s. The Cold War is hotter than a July afternoon in Phoenix. And the US needs a way to fly into enemy airspace without setting off a billion alarms. Enter a group of engineers at Lockheed's Skunk Works. The same folks who basically live in the future before the future happens. They didn't design something pretty. They didn't design something fast. They designed something that would basically ghost enemy radar. Alright, so here's the wild part. The F-117 wasn't shaped like a normal airplane at all. It didn't have smooth curves or elegant wings. Nope. It was all sharp angles, flat surfaces, and a shape that looked like someone folded a fighter jet out of scrap metal. All this crazy geometry wasn't for style points. It was the only way to make radar waves scatter in a dozen different directions instead of bouncing back and saying, "Hey guys, plane's right here." The F-117 wasn't fast. It wasn't a dogfighter. It couldn't outrun anything, but it could do something no other aircraft could. Show up on radar as basically a bird. And that's not a joke. Early radar signatures. Now get this. The F-117's stealth design was based on a Soviet physicist's math paper that most people ignored because the equations looked like pure headache material. The engineers at Skunk Works saw those formulas and said, "Yeah, let's turn that into a jet." They used computer modeling that was so primitive you'd laugh at it today, like calculator on life support primitive. But they still figured out how to shape the jet, so enemy radars basically shrugged and said, "I got nothing." This wasn't just engineering. This was engineering on nightmare mode. What really sells the stealth isn't just the shape, it's the coating. The F-117 was covered in radar-absorbent material, kind of like a high-tech sponge for radio waves. You hit it with radar, the jet just soaks it up and says, "Thanks, bro. I'll keep that." And don't even get me started on the maintenance. This thing needed more touch-ups than a Hollywood actor before a red carpet event. The engines were buried deep in the body, tucked away like they were hiding from the sun. Exhaust gases were cooled and spread out, so heat-tracking missiles couldn't lock onto them. So while other jets roar across the sky like a thunderstorm, the F-117 sneaks around like it's late to work and trying not to wake the neighbors. When the F-117 entered service, the whole thing was so classified that most people didn't even know what the aircraft looked like. Then came the Gulf War, and boom. The stealth jet proved it wasn't just some weird-looking science project. It flew straight through some of the densest air defenses on Earth, dropped precision bombs on targets everyone thought were unreachable, and popped back home like it was just out grabbing coffee. No escort, no support, just pure, silent confidence. The F-117 officially retired in 2008, but here's the twist. These jets still quietly pop up in the skies every now and then for training. Because even though newer stealth jets exist, the Nighthawk was the blueprint, the OG, the one that proved stealth wasn't just a cool idea. It was the future. So yeah, the F-117 may not have been pretty. It may not have been fast, but it changed the game in ways nobody imagined. A jet built from math nobody wanted, shaped like a flying triangle, and nearly invisible to the world's most advanced radars. That, my friends, is the insane genius of the F-117 Nighthawk. If you want to dive deeper into more stealth legends or crazy US military engineering, hit that like button, drop a comment, and stick around. We've got some wild stories coming up. Because trust me, if you think this jet was insane, wait till you see what came next.